Hi, welcome to another craft video from the Kansas City, Kansas Public Library. I'm Cheryl and I'm in charge of the craft kits at the main library. And today's video is to accompany a kit that we'll be giving out starting February 15th, 2025. But if you're watching this later on our YouTube channel or you don't want to live anywhere near our library, don't worry, I'll tell you everything you need to purchase to make this craft at home. Now this craft we got from our friends over at the Cosby Library and Community Commons. Check out their YouTube channel. There's some great craft videos over there too. And what we're making today is this cute little, it's a braided paper bookmark. And this is super simple and it's a good project to use up some of the leftover scraps you have from your other projects. All you need are some 12-inch pieces of scrapbook paper, and these are cut 1/2 inch wide, and you'll need a glue stick and you'll need to provide a pair of scissors. Now in the kit you will have the glue stick and the scrapbook paper. Now because we are using both sides, if you're purchasing your own supplies, I would suggest you getting the kind of scrapbook paper that's got a pattern on each side. But since we don't have that, all we have is the one-sided, what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to glue 2 strips back to back and use them. And we're going to need 4 strips, so you'll need 8 out of the pieces of scrapbook paper we've provided. And it's all just a mixture, so you can use whichever ones you want. We did give you a little bit more than you'll need so that you have at least some choice in your patterns. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this back to back, and the trick is you want to glue them together so that the edges are even. So what I like to do is I like to line it up like this and make sure the edges are even first, and then I hold it down and I run a line of glue from the glue stick here. Make sure, and if you've shifted, you want to make sure your edges are lined up. And then I do the same thing down this way, making sure my edges are lined up. I tend to run my fingers down it like this, making sure to keep the edges straight like that. Now, if you happen to get it shifted a little bit one way or another, or there's a little bit of a kind of a miscut in the things, and you'll see a little bit white, you can always just trim that little tiny strip of white off if you'd like, so that it doesn't show when you're folding. I honestly, so you'll see here's one of the line of white strips. You'll end up with white strips like this if you're not trimmed perfectly. That's fine. I like that. I think it adds to the texture. So I'm not even going to worry about that with mine. So I am going to take and I am going to do this, and I am going to make 4 double-sided strips. And when I'm done with that, I'll come back and show you how to put it together. Okay, I have got 4 double-sided strips. Now we're ready to glue them together. Okay, so what we're going to do, well, first of all, is we're going to make the pointed tip here. And so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on one end here. I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to put them in a 90-degree angle. Now how I do this is I'm going to line up the edge, each edge with the end in a right angle like that. I'm going to take the third one, put a little glue on the end. I'm going to put it here, lining up the end with the outside edge, and I'm positioning it so that these two pieces are touching all the way down. I'm going to do the same with this one on this side, lining up the short end with that edge and making sure that these are touching all the way down. Now I'm going to set my glue stick aside for a minute, and we're going to start the braiding process. And if you can't braid, don't worry about it. This is really easy. So we're going to take one of the outside ones, and we're going to fold it over, and we're going to bring this outside edge so that it comes and touches this inside edge. And we're going to fold it right there at the corner. I like to put my fingernail right there so I can position it right. Bring it down here so that it's right along that paper and crease it. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for this one. Put my fingernail there. I'm going to bring this down so that the outside edge touches the inside edge and crease. And now I'm going to just repeat the process. Bring it over, outside edge touches the inside edge, crease, you're going to, the part you just put down, you're going to grab the one right beside it and bring it over. Grab this one, bring it over. And you are going to do this all the way down. Okay, so I have gotten all the way down here. Now, if you like the way this looks with the fringe, you can always just glue it like that and just leave the fringe. But I'm going to glue it and cut the fringe off. So I'm going to lift up a little bit here, and I'm going to, let me get my glue, just put a little bit of glue there, fold it down and glue it. I can pull this one up on the other side, glue it where it's touching there, and then I'm going to put some glue down this way and glue those down. So make sure that every one has a little bit of glue on it so none of them are flopping around. This is where we're going to take the scissors and you're going to trim off. Now you can either leave the fringe just like it is. If you like the way that looks, that's fine. If not, you can just trim the extra little pieces off right along that edge and do the same this way. And you are done. And then just use it like you would a bookmark. It's super simple. It's very colorful. You can color coordinate it to match a holiday. If you're, let's say, as of the filming of this, Easter is going to be coming up soon. If you're the kind that likes to celebrate Easter, you can actually get all pastels and do pastels. For 4th of July, get some red, white, and blue printed paper. Do that. Christmas paper, Hanukkah paper. any kind of colors you can imagine. And that's it. So thank you for viewing another craft video from the Kansas City, Kansas Public Library. I'm Cheryl, and I'll see you next time. Bye.